we actually asked the question that you said before, like, what happens if Instagram shuts down? And we all just uncomfortably shifted in our chairs and then moved on.
Yeah.
So it was like, fuck. Was the email marketing side of things.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably the most, even internally with our own business and like everyone else, the most underutilized kind of concept. And we don't value the email list as an asset enough. So if I was a PT who was like, cool, I know an email list is a thing and I need to create one.
Yeah.
And I've had that thought, what would you be your advice to kind of get started down that path?
A lead generator. So something to download for free to get people on the list.
Yeah.
100%. And James Smith grew his business from an email marketing list.
Yeah.
Like that's basically how he grew so big. It's definitely like I was very much like didn't understand the importance of it until I hired someone and they were like, girl, what are you doing? Like you got to get it. And the conversion on email marketing is out of this world. Like it's our strongest tool for booking calls.
Yep.
It's out of this world. And I think is have a free resource for someone to download. You know, it shows them that you're willing to give something to them. People aren't going to buy into you if they don't trust you. Get them on the list and nurture the list. Like just email. And as I was saying, like at the event, I sent emails about like spilt coffee and like behind the brand and days in our life and how things are going wrong, and actually nurture the client because they'll love reading it. They want to know about your business. Like being behind the brand and understanding who is involved in your business, people love that stuff. And it just goes to show like when I post a day in the life, people love it. But like when we post like a behind the brand, people absolutely love it. Like, oh my God, they're like, I love knowing who you guys are. And so we do that through the email marketing and then we nurture on it. So let's just say going to content pillars, we post last month, we had the theme of saving time. And because saving time and adding value are our two key messages. We posted something online and then we just drew into that in the email and we just wrote out more and then we gave away a free resource, and that was the way to do it. But from the very, very start, that's the biggest mistake I made. I didn't have an email marketing list from the very start and I regret it immensely because of the power of it.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of education. I read a lot of books. Oh my God, I read so many books. I bought 5 with me. It was supposed to be like a 3-day trip. Like,
are you a Kindle person or like an actual?
I need a book.
Oh, damn.
I can't Kindle.
Yeah.
I just want to have a library.
We got like 2 weeks into 4 weeks in Europe.
Yeah.
And I had a bag full of books and I was like, I'm buying a fucking Kindle. Just packing them was like, I'm done. But I get it.
And I wanted to educate myself on it. I wanted to really learn about email marketing, and I read probably 4 or 5 books and I learned so much. And then I started using that in practice and like it just paid off so much. And I was saying an example, like if you know how to draft up an email, I drafted up this email and there were 4 specific things that I put in it. So at the start, I put them on the spot with a question. I was like, have you actually done anything for your business this year? Like, what are you doing for it? Second, I told them about what we're offering. Third, I told them the results of a client. They quadrupled their investment in the first month. And 5, I gave scarcity. I was like, we've got 8 spots left. And within 3 hours, we booked the entire 8 spots out, plus a few more. And I was like, oh my God, like, how are we going to do this? Because I forgot to cap the bookings. But it's so powerful. Like, it's honestly crazy. I never believed it. And now it's just out of this world. Like, I love it. It's great.
Yeah. I think as a consumer, like you open so few emails that you think that they're not valuable. The one that hit me in the face in your presentation was just like, I can't remember the way the word was phrased. It was just like, what name do you see in your emails like multiple times a week that if you wanted something, you would buy it? Yeah. So
who are the 3 main businesses that you see in your emails? We can all name 3 off the top. Mine are like makeup companies. I'm like, lots of golf stars.
Yeah. Jack Oliver is number 1 every time.
Like, who are the 3 people you see all the time? Yeah. And when you have a problem, who do you think of as soon as you do that? Yeah. Like, that's the power of it. And it is not the client's responsibility to remember you. It's your responsibility to remind them. And we get this a lot, and it's like, I don't want to be annoying. It's like, who fucking cares? Like, who cares if you're annoying? They can unsubscribe. Yeah. Other people might be loving it. Like, and just don't look at the unsubscribe rate. Like, obviously you need to look it up, but don't look at it that much. Because you'll self-sabotage. But it's like one person's gold is another person's trash. And if people are loving your emails, and just educate through them. Like, I remember listening to a podcast with James Smith, and he was like, I was talking about potatoes and sweet potatoes. Like, he was like, I was just talking about flexible dieting, and people grew to love him because he just posted normal shit. Like, and so, yeah, love it. Huge advocate for it now. We're actually a partner with an email marketing company. So we do like links to get discounts for clients, and we use it in all areas of our business now. Like, it's a non-negotiable. Every single week we send an email, just one email every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were saying you've almost like use the word nurturing. So it's like, one of someone we used to work with talked about it, was like, give the cheese 3 times and then sell, or something like that.
So we do a 4-week cycle. Yeah. So week 1 and 2 is just like you're nurturing. You always put a call, like jump on a call at the end, like free call, whatever it is. For the first 3 weeks, make sure you're just not selling, because you're just like a bot. And then like the last week, put in something that no one else can get because they're on your email marketing list. You know, the first 8 people can get the yellow bird code or something like that, and like give something and call them to action. Yeah. So it does take a little bit of time, and I think personalizing your email as well is something that a lot of people don't do. It's like, just put the personalized button at the top. Ashley is like, oh, hi. Like, okay, I'll talk to you. And learning how to write it. And there's so much give and take, but it's just trial and error. Like, it's just, are they going to read the longer emails? Are they going to read the shorter emails? Yeah. Who knows? So
what would be your primary metrics that you're looking at for a success rate? Like, is it ultimately just sales, or how do you determine an email campaign is working?
It would definitely be the conversion at the end. And it's very specific the way that we set it up. So we have a full-on month plan of how we're going to convert on the emails. But I definitely look at the cost. So the cost of sending out an email compared to having a staff member spend 2 hours on a social media post is very, very different. Yeah. It's very, very cheap. So doing it that way and looking at that conversion, open rates as well, definitely looking at the times of day. So like Tuesdays, 6 or 11 a.m. are like the Australian standards of like the most emails opened. And Sunday nights, really, really popular as well. So looking at that. But I look at it more as, how do I get people in this email? And I look at that. So is my lead generator working? No, let's put something else up and let's see who downloads that. And that's what I look at. And then if they open the emails, that's all well and good. And definitely the click rate. I look at the click rate as well. They click in on the links, are they downloading and doing all that stuff?
Yeah, I think because we've done it sporadically, and I think knowing personal trainers. And we say this a lot and all the time, is like, if I was to tell you, if you picked up the phone 1,000 times that you would have a full book for the next year, you'd all do it. Yeah. It's the unknowing. Yeah. What person's going to say yes, what person's not, how is all this going to play out, that sort of seems to cause an issue. And then the same with the email thing. It's like, a successful open rate is what, like 20%, you're killing it, sort of thing. And I think a lot of PTs will see that and be like, oh, this isn't fucking working, like, it's a waste of time. The same way they do, I made 3 reels and no one signed up, it's a waste of time. Like, that understanding.
It's like, I ate healthy for a week and I didn't lose 5 kilos. Like, it's literally the same thing. You just got to consistently do it.
Yeah, and I think as a face-to-face coach, you're so... You can create that one-to-one effort. It's like, I know if I call 5 people, 3 will answer and I'll get this. Whereas online's way less predictable. So just understanding that it takes time, repeat effort, same as content, same as DM, same as whatever it is, whatever strategy. You just have to keep showing up.
Even if you don't want to write out an email, just write a little blurb and make a Loom video and chuck it in there. Like, people will click on it and watch it. Like, it's just consistency. Like, every post you post online, no one's going to see it. Like, 1% of your following is going to see it. So why are you opting for that over an email marketing source? Like, doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
great point.
And I was the exact same. I was like, I hate email marketing. I don't want to do it. And then, like, my mentor consultant at the time was like, you've got to do this. And ever since I've done it, it's just changed everything. Like,
I've never heard someone do it consistently and not say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, like, we will book, like, if we put our offers in our emails, we'll book out our books quicker than what we do on social media, because people don't see it because there's so much
they're just saturated
on there. Yeah.
Content,
and
attention.
they're in your email marketing list because they want to be. And we use it very strategically now. Like, we have our segments and if you come on board as a VA client, we have 12 weeks of educational emails for the VA client to be on the email. So they want to open up the emails too. And we have special offers in that 12 weeks. And then we have it for different areas of the business as well. So there's so many things that you can do with it.
Yeah.
So many things.
Do you have like, so say someone opts into a specific resource. Do you have a specific email campaign that'll follow that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the VA page, it's a VA segment.
Yeah.
And then on the creative side, it's just all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got multiple different email marketing lists.
Yeah.
Literally all over the place now. It's like download this and have this and everything. So we've also set up like the automation from Jotform that'll activate them into Active Campaign, and then they'll get their onboarding email and all their information. And for example, at the Passive Income Project, we've once they sign up, they fill in the Jotform, they'll get the automated email with the PDF in the email. If they miss it, the book and call will come through a week later.
Yeah.
And all of that's done for us online. So we've moved into client experience as well with email marketing too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's something we've just added to our standout PT programs. Like when you join, you get, I think it's a 6 email series of like the feature of this, the feature of that. Because we're finding like people were, our onboarding has got better, but they're still getting a little bit lost as to like where everything is. And it's like, this is how to make the most of it. If you suck here, go here. If you suck here, go here. And feedback has been really positive for that so far.
If you don't know how to do it, just go on bloody ClickUp, or no, not ClickUp, Airtasker. Be like, someone who can use Zapier. Tell them what you need.
Yeah.
Makes it so much easier. But even
probably
like,
just ask ChatGPT now.
Oh, we love possibly. ChatGPT.
Yeah, that was my next question. Yeah. Thoughts, feelings, because like the scared people will look at your business and be like, oh, they're the ones that are screwed. And I think it's the opposite. Yeah. So how do you feel about it?
We're using it to our advantage. Yeah. Like all of our captions on our design page are through ChatGPT. Yeah. We just chug it in, it pops it out.
Yeah.
I think I'm not scared of it. Might as well just use it and make it better.
Like,
there's always going to be a need for an assistant somehow. There's always going to be a need. You just need to adapt and look at where it's going.
Even if that is just someone's better at using ChatGPT than you.
Yeah. But it comes back to time.
Yeah.
Do you have the time to do it? No, we do. Yeah. And we still write up everything manually, of course, but different things are like, we'll just whack it in, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. And we leverage stuff like that. We're not scared of it.
What do you think is the secret to using it well? Because I speak to a lot of PTs and they're like, oh shit, I put this in, and it's like, no, you just didn't communicate correctly. That's usually the problem.
Yeah, understanding what your key message is in the post and understanding who you're identifying, but then just editing it. If you don't like the way that it's written, the bulk of it's done.
Flavor on it.
Yeah.
Edit it. Yeah. It's that simple. Like AI can only do so much at the moment. It will change the world in the end, but use it to your advantage. If you don't know how to write something on your website, whack it in there. See how it goes.